Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Power Table with the Limitless Sit. I am your girl, Deandra or Angel. Pull up a seat. Let's have a conversation on today. How are we doing out there? I was trying to figure out what are we going to talk about today, and then I was reminded of something. Thanks be to God. I was like reminded about learning how to use technology on certain things and how I always rebuttal back to my kids. Well, I'm older. I'm older. I don't know. We didn't have this when I was growing up. And I thought about that. What does age really have to do with anything? I want to kind of do a deeper dive on that on today because I do believe as we get older, that's when we become more seasoned. Okay. And in that more season, it also allows us to walk in more wisdom. And with more wisdom, we're able to handle things a little bit differently, right? And I just kind of want to go off into that today because I also realize as we get older, that's when we're actually beginning to step into our wins and our breakthroughs. I'm in my early 50s. Look good, don't it? Right? Right. And I really believe that this is the best time of my life. It cost me some things that I really had to go through and experience, but I share with you now as I am now in this stage of my life, things are amazing. And they're just getting started. And if I can just go ahead and do a little bit of ebonics, they just getting gooder. Okay. I can recall times when in my youth I thought things were just great. Uh, Hanging out with my friends when they went off to college, being able to go and hang out with them and party. Hit it out to the Freaknik. Oh, I went to the Freaknik on a regular. I remember when they were doing the movie, what was that, a couple of years ago? I know my son called and he goes, Mom, I better tell you right now, I do not want to see you in any of those videos from the Freaknik. I said, boy, have several thousand seats. They ain't gonna catch me slipping. I wasn't in none of them videos like that. But I did have a ball. That was a hangout time. I remember just quickly. I remember going to Atlanta one year because my girlfriend, my best friend, shout out to my girl Heather. We were going to be hanging out on Peachtree and all those streets or whatever, and I was determined back then to meet Two Live Crew. Oh, I wanted to meet Two Live Crew. That was when the song I think "Move Some" and all that was out real big. So I had on my Move Some outfit, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna meet them, bro. Be mindful of what you speak, because again, I always gotta share. Our words have power. Walking up, I don't know if that was Peachtree or Lennox, but I ended up meeting Two Live Crew. They actually called me over to their van because I'm cute. And it was like, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh." So I got the number and everything, and it was like, "Oh, wow." It was just a really great time in my youth, and you couldn't have told me that it was not gonna get greater than that. Having a ball, living life carefree, then life hits. Children come, marriage comes, divorce comes, just life me. But in my life in me, I really want to say it just prepared me for the journey and the walk that I'm on now. And that is what's so great. We kind of figure out later on in life that those situations and circumstances pretty much are part of our making. That's literally what it is. I'm not off into a lot of sports, but all it is, it's our training. That's what it is. It's our training and development. Ah! And it feels good after we go through it because we understand the lessons. It doesn't necessarily feel good going through them, but while we cross over, we can kind of be able to look back in some hindsight and say, you know what? It was truly worth it. And in my days of being creative for the space that I am in now, it was a lot of hard work and a lot of hard work. But I made it and I pushed through. And I'm glad that it happened in my younger years because it's these years now to me that are more informative. I said to me, right? um, I can recall. Ooh, very dark times. This again was after I stepped into entrepreneurship. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to kind of share with you all. I started this channel for those that are looking to build something beyond what their day-to-day life look like, whether it's a business, um, opportunities, whatever it is. Heck, if it's even building out content to be on social media platforms. For those that are looking to build, it's going to cost you some things. And I just want to encourage you all along the way because my words may be able to help define somebody's, I don't want to go through this again. Or it might stop somebody from giving up on their dreams. That's my desire with this. I've always said that my voice has been my superpower. And I do believe my lived experiences has something to really share and to bless someone else. So that's how the inception of the power table actually got started. It was literally God talking to me and telling me to create my own table. I'm like, what does that look like? And he said, create your own table. And as I continue on, it was this table. So I'm excited about that. But I want to get you back on, um, talk about my entrepreneur journey earlier years, even after starting off and feeling like I was doing pretty good. I had a lot of dark moments. And you're going to have those dark moments, especially when you're caught to something that's greater than and bigger than yourself. I've been caught to a place of service. I love helping. I love, 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 love it. I love helping people even when it's not a benefit for me. When I say benefit to me, I mean when people mistreat you, I'll still help out. I've gotten fussed at before so many times, like, why do you keep doing it? I just love seeing the smiles on other people's faces. It does something. It charges me, right? So in my walk in entrepreneurship, dark moments, I want to get back to that. Um, it kind of got really, really dark for me after losing my mother. And I don't like saying lose her because I didn't lose her. She just finished this part of her journey because she's still within me. And as I get older, I see her so much in me. I be like, oh my gosh, whenever I get a little discouraged, whatever, I don't know if it's sometimes I might look in the mirror and see my mother. I might get to write, and all of a sudden I have my mama's hands. I'm like, what's going on? But it was in the that time after her passing that it was very dark for me. Um, my girls had actually moved in with me for a moment because I just was not in a good space. I didn't want to live. I didn't want to do anything. There was no life in my house. And um, after they actually moved out, I want to say it got darker. I was very good at putting on the front. Like I can smile. Oh, I'm good. Oh, everything is good. I don't be good, but I'm so resilient that you really would know that I wasn't good. And during the time that I wasn't good, I was battling being here, and I want to make sure that I share with everyone that's not a good space to be in, and not just that. Don't ever think about being in that space because what we have in terms of life is not ours. And how dare we think to interrupt it? So, in me believing that I didn't no longer want to have this space of life, um, it was very challenging for me. I got frustrated, you know, the more I felt like I could pray, I didn't pray. I cried. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. Imagine, and I don't even want you all to imagine, but I would get up angry because I got up. That is horrible. I got angry because I got up. Do you hear me? Not really realizing I should be thankful that I got up. And this was in my 40s, so it was heavy. Like, there was so much loss for me And it was a lot of people really rooting for my loss. Like when people see greatness in you, it causes two things. It causes them to have to check themselves, especially if they haven't gotten to where they want. And when they have to have that mirror in front of them, that's a heavy weight because it's like, bro, sis, what are you doing? You got this. You can do it. Or it's like, well, you know what? I just don't feel like it. Either way, it causes some type of uncomfortability with for that person or persons who, you know, is wishing you aught. So in my moments of darkness and really not wanting to be here, I was being challenged to really push and fight and be resilient. And I overcame it through the grace of God. Yeah, I overcame it. You know why? Because I was built for this. I was chosen for this. I'm equipped for this. I got this. And you got this too. And it's in those later years, is what I'm getting at, that all that you go through to get to side, the other side is when it really begins to be amazing. In my older years now, and to me, they're not even older like I shared. I'm reminded of the scripture, commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. I don't remember exactly where that is right now. Is that Psalms? Is it Corinthians? I'm gonna let y'all do the work. But my work was committed unto the Lord, and I had to establish those thoughts. And because I gave it all finally to God, oh, baby, what is going on now is amazing. And the thoughts, oh, they still arise. And that's what I was sharing with you all at an earlier time. You are not your thoughts. You have thoughts, but you're not your thoughts. You have a mind, but you are not your mind. Okay? You have to continue to speak to yourself when you get those thoughts. You really going to have to speak and push and move forward. This life is a life where only those that are really fit and equipped are going to make it. We are all put here on this earth to do a work. We are all been called for something. Everybody plays a part. We can't do this without you, and you can't do yours without us. We are all a collective, right? And you got to be able to push, but also understand, even if it ain't working today, eventually it's going to work. But you got to put in the work, ladies and gentlemen. Start to middle to the other side. I ain't going to say to finish because we ain't finished. Even after you get to that finish line, what's next? It's the next part of life. It's the next iteration of who you are becoming because we are always becoming someone better than the version before. So always continue to push forward and push past. And even in these seasons, realize it's going to take a moment to get there. That's all I want to let you all know on today. Don't look at your age as like a defeated foe. Look at your ages. Oh yeah, I'm about to really pop off. I'm stepping into this now. Cause it's not never about how you start. It's how you finish. And again, in that finish, that means picking up the next. I mean, look at who started later on in life and got their successes. Iyanla Vanzant, that's my girl. I've been reading her since I was little. Oh my gosh, not little, my teenage years. I remember the book The Value in the Valley. Oh, that was one of the first best books of hers that I had ever written. Like, oh, amazing. Toni Morrison, that was another young lady that I enjoyed reading her books. Samuel L. Jackson. Uh, a lot of their acclaim came later on in life. Who the KFC man, Colonel Sanders. There's so many greats, and you're a part of them as well. I know I am. I am one of the greats. But the thing is, Don't get discouraged in where you are right now. What's that scripture? Don't get weary in well doing, for in due season you will reap if you faint not. Oh, dang, that was good right there. Faint not. Do not faint in this season, regardless of where you are, regardless of the age. I don't care if you just getting a divorce and you like, I'm too old to go back to school. Go back to school if that's something that you want to do. Don't get discouraged if you like, bro, I'm in my 40s and now I'm looking to start this business. Start the business. Fail forward. Enjoy. Learn the lessons. Don't look at yourself and get discouraged and be like, it's too late for me to, I don't know, impact and change the world. Impact and change the world one impact at a time. If that means just looking at someone today and giving them a smile, because in this climate today, we all need a smile. We all need to encourage one another and just let everybody know it's all going to work itself out because we got this one sitting high. Okay. So I just want to encourage you all on today. Don't worry about where you are. Understand that where you are for this moment is where you're supposed to be. That you are called to this. That you are here to make impact. So get out there and make the impact and impact others. That's all I got for you all on today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming in, having a seat at the power table where the limitless sit. I'm looking forward to our next conversation. I'm sending love and light your way. Have an amazing, exceptional day on purpose. I know I will.